This line right, admin fit. Admin fit. Put me all on my wall. Stop. I don't give a.
What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be reviewing a Fresh and Fit podcast clip titled "We Kicked Out 2 Ratchet Chicks and This Happened."
It always happens on their show. Like, this is what happens when you bring on like 15 girls on a show or whatever. I think in this case it's only like 6 or so, 7. But this always happens when there's a bunch of girls on the show, so I'm not surprised.
How does Myron put up with this? Like,
they're making money.
Yeah, I get that, but my goodness,
yeah,
like, to deal with 6 to 10 women day in, day out, like, I would literally be losing my hair.
No, it's too much. Like I couldn't do it.
You know what I mean? Like, it's and you know what's funny? Like, I was reading the comments, and they're saying that I influence the way you think. Like, you don't actually think RP. They think that I'm coaching you on what to say.
Oh, you're telling me what to say while we're on the videos?
While we're on the videos. And what they don't realize is she watches more RP content than I do. Like, I literally have to tell her, stop watching this. Let's watch something else.
Yeah. So, no, like, obviously I share my own opinion, and, like, we have similar views on the content that we watch, right? So yeah, a lot of it I'm going to agree with. Yeah. Some things I'm going to disagree with. But for the I'm always sharing my genuine opinion, right? Mm-hmm. So
right. So there you have it. I'm not coaching her what to say. She actually thinks this way.
Sorry, but not sorry. Like, I don't know what to like.
Oh my goodness. All right, guys, make sure you don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. 60% of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel. It's free 99. Hit that subscribe button. Show us some love.
Somewhere there? Or
there or here.
Somewhere? Yeah, wherever it's at. Click the red button, subscribe to the channel, do it right now, and then we're about to get into this video, and more will come.
More will come, more content will drop. You know what I'm saying? Putting in this work, so here we go.
Earlier in the show, I asked you guys a couple of things.
Oh my gosh.
And I asked, are men the prize or the women? And all of you guys answered 4 for women are the prize, and 3 for, they're equal. And then someone else asked about high value women, which I'll talk about that too. But the point is this, ladies. I think Kevin Durant handled that fantastically, and I'll tell you why. Her telling him up front, we're not going to have sex, and bringing her friends was disrespectful first, okay? Because this is the thing that a lot of modern day women don't understand. They feel that they're entitled to your time without necessarily giving you sex, right? If a guy takes me on a date, he shouldn't feel entitled to have sex with me, which is cool. You can feel that way, but you got to understand that certain caliber of men have all the leverage. And the reality is, when you deal with certain caliber of men, they're the prize, not the women. Okay? There's beautiful girls all over the place. You guys live in Miami, right? You guys see it in South Florida. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that there's far less. A lot of you guys describe the man that's above average. 100,000, 70K, 100,000, 90 to 100,000. 50K is the closest, and then another 100K. Yeah. Only about 10% of the U.S. population in general makes $100,000 a year, and only about 15% of men are 6 foot tall. 6'2" and above, about 3%. So realistically, if we're going to go from a mathematical perspective, the man is the prize by default because there's far less of him than he is of you. You know what I'm saying? So that's number one, understanding that the man is the prize, especially if you're dealing with a certain caliber of man. The other thing too is that someone like Kevin Durant is literally a 1% guy, 0.0001%. Lana Rhodes, with all due respect, is a stupid.
All right, so what are your thoughts right off the bat? So just to give you a little backstory, Kevin Durant, basketball player, he went on a date with a chick. She's a spicy star. And
okay.
So he ended up bringing a girl on the date with the spicy star because the spicy star said that she wasn't gonna smash Kevin Durant.
So he's like,
let me go ahead and bring another chick to the date, right? Keep in mind, prior to the date, he had her in a suite like a box suite to watch him play, and she ended up bringing her girls, and like that's not what he signed up for, right? It was specifically her, but she ended up bringing her girls. So I guess he's like, all right, let me bring this girl since you're not gonna smash, right? But anyways, just to fast forward.
This is crazy.
So what they're saying on this podcast is Kevin Durant represents 1% of men, and ultimately men are the prize in that specific scenario, right? Like there's less of him than there are pretty women, and they're not grasping that concept. They're still thinking, even though Kevin Durant is arguably the best basketball player in the world, these women on the panel still believe that they are the prize.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Like, you're not the prize just because you're a pretty face. Let's just put that out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I do agree that, like, a lot of women do think, like, oh, because I'm cute and I know how to dress well and do my makeup cute, whatever, and I have a big bum or I have some boobs, cool. All of a sudden that just makes you the most high value woman available, right?
Yeah.
So, and I get it, women's beauty is within their value or something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's understandable. But, I don't know why they're acting surprised. Like, if a guy with Kevin Durant money, let's say, for example, wants to take you out and you want to bring along your friends, like, you're low-key showing him that you're trying to take advantage of the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's like, oh, if that's the case, then yeah, he is the one in the power position at this point, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have to invite you. He didn't have to put you in the box suite, whatever, and then for you to bring your girls and then him bring another girl. It's just a whole mess entirely. Wait, so did the spicy star get mad that he brought another girl?
Yeah, so she got mad, right, that he brought another girl. But what I'm looking at it is, you're a spicy star. You've slept with a gazillion guys.
Yeah.
I'm Kevin Durant, and you're telling me no?
Yeah, no, that doesn't make sense.
You know what I mean?
That doesn't make sense.
All right, well, yeah, I'll bring another chick.
Yeah.
I'm Kevin Durant. So all these guys got the goods for $3.99, and here I am having to jump through hurdles just to sleep with you?
Yeah. Well, especially this is not just an everyday girl that's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if she's a spicy star, like, yeah, anyways. But I don't agree with the whole situation entirely. Like,
of him bringing in another girl, you mean, or?
Well, her being a spicy star, him going after a spicy star, knowing that that's the situation, and then.
Well, that's why he's going after.
What I mean?
That's why he's going after her, because he just wants sex, right?
But he could have easily, if that was the case, he could have just been like, all right, stay in the box. I'm just gonna go with this girl, whatever, and then forget you. You know what I mean? He could have just kept it separate and then kept it pushing, but then he's creating drama, being like, oh, let's bring this girl along and whatever. Like, you know what I mean? That's causing drama at that point when the spicy star already caused enough drama with bringing her friends and like trying to get advantage of the situation.
So you're saying he could have left it alone?
Yeah, if you're Kevin Durant, you have Kevin Durant money. Come on, like you could just be like, you know what? It's an L. Like you don't want to. If you knew up front that I was trying to smash, and this is the whole reason why I was even bringing you along, no guy's putting that much money into like giving you a box suite to yourself just to be friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she knew, she took advantage of the situation. He should have just been like, you know what? If you're not even trying to do nothing, forget
just
you.
Leave it alone.
Let me just move on to the other 5,000 girls that want to be with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. On the flip side, I've been in scenarios where women are like, no, we're not going to smash. And then we actually go on a date and it ends up happening because she has interest in you. She has more interest. You built up her interest during the date. So it is a bit of a gamble in regards to the guy and actually investing his time and resources, his money.
I can see that. Okay.
But there are scenarios where it could happen. But I hear what you're saying. I mean, you're Kevin Durant. Like, you have many women that are begging to sleep with you. So the fact that you're pursuing it even further, despite her saying no initially, like you should have just, I guess, cut your losses.
Oh, wait, but it might be a jealousy thing. Like, he might have done that to be like, okay, well, if you don't want me, then I'll bring this girl along. And then it would have made the spicy star like jealous, being like, oh no, now I want you because somebody else wants you. You know what I mean?
That's
that could have been the play too, actually.
That's
now
a
that I
good
think
point.
about it.
Yeah.
So,
because
anyways, maybe he knows what he's doing.
Well, that's a good point because if she's seeing that women want him,
Yeah.
she's gonna be more interested in him.
It's like, did you forget I'm Kevin Durant? Did you forget I can just get another girl? Okay, fine. Bring her along too then if you want to bring along your friends.
Yeah, that little subtle reminder would probably wake her up and be like, whoa, okay. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I should pursue this. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else they have to say.
Because all she did, exactly. Like, seriously, guys, like, 1,000%. And the thing, too, is that I need women to understand that there's consequences to what you do in life. If you're going to be a porn star having sex with guys on camera, people are going to come at you a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I always say women want a man with a future. Men want a woman that doesn't have a past. And the thing is...
What?
No, that's true.
That's true.
That is crazy, though.
Because you represent him. That's why.
Yeah.
You're a reflection of him. So he doesn't want...
I mean, but I'm a human, too. Why is it just you?
But is it okay for
you
them to
feel
have
me?
a
And
past?
that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all men want a woman that's...
Can I finish, please? Yeah. So the thing is that I don't make the rules. I just tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like, men and women are very different. Men don't want a girl that's been ran through, period. He might have sex with you. He might hook up with you. He might take you on a date or two. But he's not going to put a ring on it and take you seriously if he's seen you having sex with a bunch of guys. So men don't want to overpay for something that's been gotten for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't want to do that. I'll give you guys an example, right? Let's say, you go to the Gucci store, right? Or the Louis Vuitton store, whatever it may be. We'll say Louis Vuitton today. Let's say Louis Vuitton, right? You pay 10 bands for a bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh shit, this bag is lit. Yeah, nice. Mm-hmm. Your homegirl gets the bag, right? As well, the next day, you're like, yo, you fucking copied me? Like, yeah, but I had to get it. How much you get it for? I only paid $5,000. How'd you feel?
Shit pissed me off.
You'd be mad, right?
That's a fact.
Okay, so what's the first thing you do? You go back to that Louis Vuitton store, right? Hey, I need my $5,000 credit, right? You bring in your receipt. Hey, I paid 10. She got it for 5. I need that discount too. The receptionist looks you dead in the face and says, no, that's your price. What? And then you see someone else go buy that bag for $100. Someone else take it off the shelf for free. Someone else pay $1,000. Someone else pay $20. Whatever it may be. How'd you feel?
He ain't got to be black and die, didn't I?
Okay. Yeah. But you guys see where I'm going.
I'll just make myself better.
Yeah. Like, so you guys see where I'm coming from. See where I'm coming with this.
Not taking it personal.
Yeah, but that's how men look at women, whether we want to accept it or not. Women look at men as success objects. Men look at women as objects. I hate to say it like that, but that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? So when someone like Lana Rhoades, who's clearly a depreciating asset, has a bunch of dudes on camera, etc.
Depreciating asset.
She, yeah, she is. Yeah, she's a depreciated asset at this point. Having dudes on camera, whatever it may be.
All right, so what are your quick thoughts on that?
No, when he said depreciating asset, I'm like, damn. Like, I guess when you put it obviously like that, it's like, it's a little intense, but I guess, yeah, it does make sense. If you're over here, like, what is it, the CC, right?
CC.
Whatever. And you're out and about and, you're being, like, you're trying to be young and go and do your thing. Guys are going to, like, want you, sleep with you, whatever, but they're not going to want to wife you or bring you home to the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just... I guess it's a line of respect. I don't know. And I know a lot of girls know this, by the way. Girls are fully aware of it. They just don't want to accept it.
Right.
So, and they're because most women who think like, oh, that doesn't make sense, or who want to fight against it, they're the ones who are usually doing that.
Yeah.
Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not all, maybe. But for the most part. So.
Yeah, I mean, just like you said, right? I'm deep down inside, women do know, and the reason why they do know is if you ask a woman, "Hey, what's your body count?" automatically they don't want to tell you. They have their guard up, so to speak, because they know deep down inside that to sleep with a bunch of guys is not ideal, right? Especially for a guy that's trying to wife you up. Like, no man wants to hear that his woman slept with 100 guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what happens.
He's got to move that way, thinking like, okay, well, I'm just going to tell you up front I'm not going to have sex. But what she doesn't understand is that you're dealing with a guy who's higher status than you and has the leverage and ability to bring other women. And
that's desperate enough to do it with someone that's low value that you're saying. So what does that make Kevin Durant in that situation?
A man with options. A man with options.
Yeah. He got money.
And that's the difference.
And that's it.
Like,
but if we talking
can you let me finish?
Sense,
can you let me finish? Can you let me Hey, I'm still making my point. I didn't cut you off when you were talking.
I didn't know you was.
Yeah, I was still making my point.
I was just talking equally.
No. So just to finish my point here, the thing is this, man. Higher status men, we have the leverage. There's far less of us than there are of attractive women. And I think he did a great thing. She said, hey, I don't want to have sex. Cool. You have your friends with you? I'm going to bring another girl with me. The problem is this. Women hate it when men also have options that could play the game too. That's the reality. Women are used to being able to have the leverage. Let me make them wait. I'm going to dangle this box, make him take me out on 2-3 dates. She knew right there and then when he showed up with another chick, I can't leverage sex against this guy. And when a woman can't leverage sex against you for some kind of compliance, they start to get angry or mad or whatever it may be. And even if she was attracted to him, I'll tell you this, it definitely went up a little bit because she knew right there and then, I can't control this man.
Can't play no games.
So,
all right. So just like you said previously, what are your?
Yeah, no, because I was just thinking, I'm like, yeah. So he added the point of like, yeah, it makes her mad, it riles her up, and then she's gonna think like, oh, I can't just hold out on this guy. Like, do you know what I mean? If that was the mindset that the Spicy Star had, was to I'm gonna hold out on Kevin Durant, she had another thing coming, obviously. So yeah, I think that was her first mistake. And then she probably got it together when she saw that he brought another girl.
Just think about all the simps that are in her comment section, her DM, all the guys that she slept with. She has this false narrative as to what her value is in the marketplace in regards to dating, especially with these 1% guys like Kevin Durant, and her seeing that, you can't dangle this over my head, sex, right?
Especially being a Spicy Star.
I'm Kevin Durant, I can go over here. That completely removes her power as a woman in that scenario, and she's powerless in that situation, right? And she probably got pissed off about it. You know what I mean? And ultimately, this whole story leaked out. So, but anyways, let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else they have to say.
Okay.
So that's my take on it. We could go around the table. I know some of you guys might disagree, have some issues with that. But that's the reality, man. Men are the prize, not women, especially of a certain status.
Cool.
Maybe of a certain status.
What
I'll
about
agree
women
with you.
at that status? Then what does that make men?
Oh, you're talking about
Perfect.
this idea of a high value woman, right?
Can you go ahead and
They
Yeah.
are high
Talk about
value
that.
women. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
We live in 2021.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, because a man that doesn't.
Here, you want to say your piece real quick so I can talk about?
I don't think y'all ready for my piece, so
Go ahead.
I'm gonna keep my piece.
Yeah, go ahead. We don't get offended.
Nah, I'm
You
good
sure?
because
I'd
I
rather
don't
you
know.
say it without instead of cutting me off.
Yeah.
So if you
I don't.
gotta
Are you
say it,
gonna
go ahead.
sexualize?
I just don't. I don't get the condescending energy. Like I just don't see life as anyone being better than anyone just because of your bank account is more, just because you could run a faster 100-yard dash, just because you're a rapper, just because you're a mom or you're just a father. I don't think no one is better than anyone. I feel like everyone is equivalent. You feel me? We just have our strengths in this. You have your strengths in that. And that's just what it is. So
Okay.
that's why I can't really see it as anyone being more valued than anyone like that, like what I said. You feel me? I don't feel like I'm in a whole relationship. I don't feel like I'm just a prize. My dude a prize too. He a mirror of me. Like I said, I don't want no damn peasant. So even with Kevin Durant, like it shows some about him. You feel me? It shows some about you if you're messing with women that you believe is lower than you. You feel me? Because just like a king like Jay-Z, you feel me? Oh, Offset, they equal. You feel me? Beyonce heavier than Jay-Z. Beyonce, her image is bigger than Jay-Z. Like, and but I think I'm 10 toes on that by far. But what makes Jay-Z, even at her level is that he see, my woman just is better than me. She better than me. Like he said in one of his songs, my lady better than most of you niggas.
Okay.
Most of you niggas.
But what
You
I
feel
think
me?
it
So-
is, I think one, it's your personal view. Two, Jay-Z and Beyonce are like a one-off. And it's like your personal view versus what society is.
So, but that's what I'm saying. It says a lot about the person. If you feel like you're up here, why are you messing with someone down here? That says a lot about you in that area.
Okay, so
when it comes to sex, romance, you feel me? It's a whole different ball game when we're talking about bank account. It's a whole different ball game when we're talking about skill.
Okay.
You
But
feel me?
that's
It's levels to.
so-
it's different levels. There's
I get what you're
different
saying.
realms to.
I get what you're saying, but like, here's the thing: it does matter because there's losers and there's winners.
Well, I feel like that's just a low
Period.
So
Seriously.
there's winners and there's losers. Like
That's the
I
game
get
of
it
life.
on
So,
paper,
but that's
that
what I'm
sounds-
saying. So if
All right,
if you're gonna classify
listen,
Kevin Durant as
hey,
a winner, why
yo,
is with a loser?
yo.
Why are you a loser? If
Because
you a
men and
winner?
women are different.
No,
because
but
men can date down.
that don't make sense to me.
Yeah, men
Okay.
can. Men,
You just said that you don't want to date a peasant, right?
Exactly. That's
men
why
don't
I
care
said we're
though.
both
Men
surprised.
will
We don't
date a
care.
peasant. Men will date a
CVS,
peasant.
McDonald's,
So,
Walmart.
but
we
that
don't
says
care.
a lot about
That's the
you.
point.
That
Okay.
says a
You'll
lot
date a
about
bum?
you.
No,
I'll take her out, but I
that's-
won't.
Men have a certain things that they want in a woman. Women want certain things that they want in a man. Women like security. They want to see, I guess, what Myron was saying, like a success object. I guess, in how women want to see a man. And for men, it's more, I guess, sex. Maybe it's more physical, right?
Physical,
So. Just on that baseline, like it's different, right? And for her to say her opinion, it's just her opinion of like everybody's equal and then whatever. It's like, all right, you're giving very like Jay-Z, Beyonce, like all these celebrity names, and those are part of. It's a very small percentage of people that are in that range, right?
Yeah.
For the majority. For society, like I agree with the girl with the twists, and she
With
was
the
saying that
glasses,
like her opinion was saying more towards about like, all right, that's not like you're talking like very exception cases, right? And when she's talking about more of like in society, there are winners, there's losers. Like that's just the acceptance of it, right? So you can't just be walking around here being like everybody's equal, No, that is not the case. That is not how society is run. So you have to have that understanding. So if you go around being all like in your world thinking, oh, everything's equal to everybody, you're gonna lose very quickly.
Yeah.
So,
And just, I mean, you said it, right? Like it sounds good on paper,
Yeah.
right? That everyone should be equal. There should be
Nice.
no classism. You know what I mean? Like everything should just be even keel. But the
everybody would be
reality,
making 100K.
right? And the reality of life, there's classism and there's different levels. There's levels to this, right? And you got to work your way up as a man. So she has this false narrative on what life really is. And like Myron said, there's winners and losers in life, right? And that's
Yeah.
just what life is. But let's go ahead and continue. Let's see what else he has to say.
Hold on.
But that says a lot
Hold on.
about
One
you.
mic.
You gonna
One
mess
mic.
with y'all.
Yo, you gotta chill. Like you gotta chill. So anyway, like I was saying,
Like I said, y'all wasn't ready for
Yo.
my piece.
no. You said your piece, and then I'm gonna rebut that, but then you kept talking. And what I'm trying to
but
say
you
is that
didn't let me finish too.
There's
If we want to
peace
be
and there's
frank.
disrespect.
Yo,
Don't
yeah.
cut them off. All right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's
All right, pause.
respect.
You know
where
what?
The point
respect
is this.
due.
The point is this.
Chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see Frank Castle.
Yeah. Let us know, guys, what you want.
Cool.
We'll let the people pick. So anyway, with
Who's
that said,
Frank
I'm gonna make
Castle?
my point. The thing is this: men can date down. Men can date a chick that's a peasant or makes less money than them or whatever. You're saying who would do that? Men easily date down. Like men don't care about how much money a
A
woman
man
makes or
that
whatever.
high value don't
Can you let
look
me
at it,
finish?
won't look at
All right,
it.
that's
that
one
way.
to the
That's
chat.
not true. That's not true at all.
Martin, finish your point.
Yeah.
please.
So anyway, to finish my point, men that are of a higher status, they will definitely date a girl below them financially and socially. It's just the way it is.
That's
Women don't do
society.
that way. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'll tell you this: the more money a man makes, the less inclined he's going to be to want to grow on his level. Make no mistake about it. You mentioned Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's a good point. But don't forget that Jay-Z cheated on her and she didn't leave. What does that tell you? She didn't
women
leave
are.
That means that
because
she's just not a cheater.
no. It's
Okay.
because
all that
all right, you gotta go, man. You gotta
Mind
go.
games.
bye.
It's a
You
one.
gotta go. You're
All right.
wild.
Wait, why she gotta go? Why she gotta go? Why she gotta go? She's just being on the podcast. Is he mad because she's talking and he wants her to stop
We give her
talking?
multiple chances to like just be chill. Let her talk. He talks.
I
She
thought we
can't-
was doing that though.
Nah, she wasn't. She
But we
wasn't.
was doing that
Nah,
though.
Listen, there's no arguing. She's leaving. If you want to leave, you can leave with her.
I thought we was doing that though. We was having a debate. It should
No,
be a
she keeps
friendly
cutting me off.
debate.
No,
Yeah.
she keeps cutting me off, just like you've been earlier.
But
Yeah.
it should be a friendly debate. I don't think anybody was cutting
listen,
anybody
there's
off.
nothing for debate right now. She's getting kicked out. If you want to leave, you can leave with her too.
I mean, I have no choice but to leave with her too. So
Okay,
I
then
mean,
get out.
I'm not gonna get nothing out unless you call. If you're talking to me like that,
You're gonna get out right now.
you're gonna call the police.
No,
if
you're
you're
gonna get
talking
out.
to me like that,
You're gonna get out.
You're gonna call the
You're
police.
gonna
If
get out.
you're talking to me like
This is my
that,
place. You're gonna get.
call the police. If
Okay.
you're talking to me
You want me
like
to talk
that,
I'm
like
gonna
that?
sip my white claw.
yeah,
We won't call the cops. You're gonna look stupid getting kicked off on air by the police.
go ahead, do that.
Can we not do that?
Are these people really being like this because in Fab and Fit podcast? She was just talking. I don't get it. What was wrong?
Who's Fab and Fit?
I am so dead. Yo, if someone does not want you somewhere, it just, you know what I mean? Just, oh my God. I don't even know how to explain this properly. Why are they, she knew that she kept cutting him off, right? And like, I know they give warnings right before the podcast, so they are aware of like the rules, like how they do the recordings and stuff like that. So if he's like, all right, you keep cutting me off and I told you this, and he said it a couple times and she just kept talking over him, so then, you know, like he's just like, all right, it's time to go, kind of thing, you know. And I get it, it sounded a little bit abrasive on Myron's end,
but it was a build-up.
Yeah, it looked
like he was giving her multiple chances, allowing her to speak, and he wanted to get off what he wanted to get off. So
no, this is not it.
Like they should have knew right off the bat with the gold teeth, right off rip.
I don't know.
Yeah, she has a grill in her mouth.
I couldn't see it. Okay.
You didn't see the grill?
Nah, that's crazy.
She got the Trick Daddy, Kodak, Plies.
Oh, I'm done.
Gold teeth. Juvenile, like she. Let's continue. Let's see if they leave quietly and peacefully.
This is how it started. You really think this girl is over here screaming, call the police if you want me to leave? It takes calling the police for you to leave, like, the area. Do you know what I mean? This is honestly like
this is not your place. You're in someone else's home.
Yeah.
And you're saying I'm not leaving?
This is so like
why would you not want to just pick up and leave?
Just bad manners, honestly. This is really like
how do you come into someone's home and disrespect them?
Yeah. Just literally, yeah. I guess we'll see what else happens, but
let's continue.
I don't even know what happened.
Okay, so yeah.
Let's go. Yo, you guys are on camera right now looking crazy.
We're not looking crazy anything.
Yeah, you are.
No, we're not.
Y'all gonna get out. Y'all gonna get out.
And no, I would like my waiver before I leave.
You're not gonna do y'all sitting here recording the you guys can call the police to get out. You guys can call the police to get out.
I want my waiver before I leave. You guys.
You think it was gonna turn out like this, guys?
No, I would call
Anyways, guys, welcome to
Ladies
Say. Behind the scenes, y'all see all the tea, all the
late night ladies night.
So what's going on, fellas?
This is crazy.
So as we were talking about this, so, oh gosh,
I would have left a long time ago.
Yeah, I would have left.
Bro, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. High key.
No, look. All right, you already got embarrassed over here. Now you're behind the scenes.
I'm having a whole damn anxiety attack.
I'm like, just stay quiet and like, Ricky, cheers.
Cheers. Since that's what we're talking about, anyways.
Whoa.
Look at Steven. Look
Oh
at
my
him.
gosh,
Who
get in
did
the room.
Mimi, but I just really feel like no, but I really
Mimi.
We in Miami.
Wait, what the fuck? Thinking we got all no rest.
Right now they're two women. Imagine they were two guys.
yeah.
And the rest were women. And the guys were acting like this. Like, how do you think that would go?
Bad. The cops would be like
Cops would be there.
popping out the door right now.
There'd
Like,
be handcuffs. You know what I mean? Jail time.
no one should be acting. Come on, guys. Like, this is seriously like, this is ratchet to another level. Like, nah. If someone does not want you on their residence, just if you ask for an explanation, they don't give you one. At a certain point, you really just gotta like cool it off and just be like, all right, you know what? Bye. Like, and leave with some dignity, because at this point, it's like, what are you fighting for? They're telling you they're asking you to leave, and you keep asking why, and now you're getting physical. It's like they already told you that you kept cutting them off and you're being rude, so that's why you're leaving, but that's not good enough, and now they're fighting because they want to stay, I guess. But how, like, I don't know.
You're fighting to stay in someone else's home.
Yeah.
Like the level of entitlement.
Yeah.
Like you can't get any more entitled than that. You don't pay rent.
Yeah.
You don't live there. You have no business being there unless you're doing the podcast. Okay, you're no longer doing the podcast. You're so entitled that you're fighting to be in a home that you don't pay rent in. Like,
no, she's coming. They're both coming on as a guest, right? And obviously they were not following the rules, so because of that, the consequence is, okay, you have to leave now. And this is just really bad behavior. This is gonna.
I hope Myron doesn't hit her. Like
he's not going to.
I really hope, because again, going back to my point, if these were two guys doing this, their whole life would be ruined. Their job, let's say they had a 9-to-5 or a business, you know what I mean? Their criminal, like everything would be gone, right? These women are just gonna get away scot-free, and assuming he doesn't press charges. I don't think he would, but
unless it gets like more physical than what it already has been.
Yeah.
I don't think hopefully hopefully they start leaving, but this is a little much.
Yeah. And I think this is what men are saying. Like, this is what's happening in society. Women could hit men and get away with it.
Why do you have to be so mad? Like, but okay, let's really take a step back though. Why do you have to be so mad to the point that you have to actually like get physical with him? Like, do you know what I mean? It's just, get yourself together and
just leave.
Don't put yourself in this situation. Like, this is really like, come on. Now it's on World Star. Like, it has how many hundreds of thousands of views. Like, it's just such a bad look for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, at the time of this recording, almost 400,000 views.
Yeah.
In like 3 days. Like, if anything, you're just making the money. You know what I mean?
How are they making money? The girls?
No, Fresh and Fit.
Oh yeah.
Like they're getting clicks right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We're doing a reaction video to this. You know what I mean? Like,
I understand.
The numbers are going up, right? But let's continue. Let's see what happens.
Look, that 10K viewers. Trip in, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. You can't make this up. Only a day.
I'm telling you now, you put your hands on me twice. You do it one more time, ooh, I'm gonna grab you by your hair and throw you.
Bro, you're not gonna do shit.
Okay, you want to be tough now? Assaulting me in my own house. All right, we got you on camera.
You want to be so big just because you're on a podcast?
I don't want to touch you. I want you to leave.
You got in this
I want you to leave. You look crazy.
Put me on camera.
Get out.
That 10K views.
Police.
We tried, but you slapped the phone on my hand.
Police. But I want to know, what are you guys' problem?
I'm telling you.
Because you mad because you don't agree with what the you. I'm confused. Because you don't agree with it. You this live, right? This live, right? Fab fit. Put me all on my World Star. I don't give a what you mean? What you mean?
For your vlog. Yo, literally, you guys are envy. This is the vlog. Yo, this is not scripted. Y'all see this?
I want that because
you can't be seen like this.
I literally have a lot to go home.
Guys, this is really embarrassing.
You are right.
All right, let's pause right there. What were you saying?
The two girls with the blonde and the other like black girl
next to her.
Yeah. They're just like, yo, it's time for me to go home. Like, they don't want to be in this situation too, right?
Well,
like,
they're embarrassed for them.
Yeah.
Like, this is embarrassing.
If I was the other guest, like, I would just be like, okay, I think it's time for me to go. Like, this is getting a little out of hand, so I'm gonna scoot out of here. Like, no, this is not it. I don't know why she's over here being like, but I'm confused. Why don't you explain to me why? Is it because I was having a debate with you? Yo, how many times do I have to tell you that you were interrupting?
Yeah,
she doesn't get it.
Just go.
And she's still trying to stay here being like, oh, fab and fit. I'm dead. Like, We need to do a breakdown of like the types of modern women. So this is King Kong over here. This is Ratchet King Kong modern woman. There's other types too, but we'll get into it.
Let's continue.
Yeah.
All right. Why are y'all mad? Because we have opinions.
No, I was talking over me before.
Why are y'all mad? Because we have opinions. I'm confused.
And then it's over.
I'm just confused. Why y'all mad? Because we got opinions. That's what y'all brought us on the show for, to have opinions.
Can't talk over. Sign language. Right? Insults, man, it needs to be right, correct? That's crazy, bro. Shaming, insults, it needs to be right. That's what it is.
But I just want to know why they kicking us
You
off
got
the show
8,000
because of
people
opinion that they wanted us to
wanting them
have.
out. And sorry, ladies.
They're just mad because
you know,
you're talking
hey.
And then they want to be all, they want to be all cute and try to tell it talking just because if they not even doing nothing wrong. We're just talking.
No, it's stop interrupting.
Yeah, but we're just talking. Nobody was doing nothing wrong. Y'all just want to be extra just because it's y'all show. Oh my God! Like,
We got security here.
that's weird.
Security gonna remove them.
But did we do anything wrong?
Security's here.
We didn't do anything wrong. They just mad. Like for what?
No, you guys are the ones that are acting crazy.
I put you on camera, do all that stuff.
Bro, that's already. That's
No, security.
Bro, you had almost 11K views watching that.
This we already on camera.
All right.
This already happened. Can I get another shot?
Before I leave.
No. You ain't getting stupid on the internet. You ain't. Nah. Now get out. Now get out. You got security here? Get out. Y'all ain't getting nothing, bro. Y'all ain't getting nothing.
I need my waiver before I.
No. You ain't touching this bottle. No. Yo, stop, man. Stop.
Oh, yo. Okay, they gotta do
Yo, what the is actually going on right here?
I'm about to go home.
You want to
I
go?
think I needed to get in a fight. Like get
No one's gonna fight here.
I don't fight, but I'm saying when people around you are fighting, people start hitting people, and then you get involved.
No one's gonna hit me. I'm right here, tranquilo.
And just imagine the men that have to put up with this
Yeah.
in her personal life. It's ridiculous. And that's why men should always improve themselves, be the best version of themselves so that they never need to deal with these types of women. Because unfortunately, if you don't have anything going for yourself, these women are going to be attracted to you. Like, this is what you're going to attract.
Oh my God.
And ultimately, like, could you imagine having kids with these types of women?
Oh
Like,
my
your
God.
life would be a living hell.
The poor children. Like, if this is how they actually always act, is just they're like yelling and just super aggressive.
Yeah.
No one should be around that.
crazy.
Like, it's even bad for their health. Like, come on, like, relax, calm it down. Do not boil your blood all the time. Like, I don't know.
Anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end this video. We'll link the original clip in the description so you guys can continue watching. And until next time.
Bye.